Hey everyone, welcome back to the Noob Selling Options channel for a brand new explainer. I gotta tell you, I'm absolutely pumped today because we're looking at something truly special. If you've been following the journey with us, you know we've been building a highly specific, very deliberate financial machine here. And today, we actually get to celebrate a major milestone. We're talking high-octane performance, strategic validation, and most importantly, a brand new all-time high. Boom. Just look at that number right there. Over $262,000. $262,106.09 to be exact, as of May 27th, 2026. This is the incredible all-time high total value of our portfolio. This isn't just some random market fluctuation. This is indisputable visual proof of a strategy executing exactly as it was designed to. It is an absolute powerhouse. Real quick, before we unpack the mechanics of how we actually got here, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button and definitely hit subscribe. You really don't want to miss out on these updates and the strategy breakdowns that are driving these huge gains. Your support helps us keep building these explainers. And trust me, you'll want to be on board for where this portfolio is heading next. So, here's our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the portfolio update hitting that all-time high. Second, the barbell strategy. Third, AMD as our portfolio hero. Fourth, the crypto crab market. And finally, why this strategy actually works. All right, let's jump right into section 1, portfolio update all-time high. Okay, let's dive into this. Just look at this beautiful sea of green. This is our exact portfolio tracker. You can see the total down at the bottom hitting that 262,000 mark, but look at the actual composition here. We've got our AI infrastructure core doing a ton of heavy lifting. Alphabet is holding a hefty 14.68%, ServiceNow carries a solid 11.86% chunk, and we even have an early-stage alpha play with Cerebras Systems sitting nicely at 1.83%. Now, on the flip side of that, we've got our digital asset engine. Circle is a substantial position at 7.95%, giving us a really great equity play on crypto infrastructure, while Bitcoin, through IBIT, leads the crypto pack at 9.84%. It's just a masterfully balanced machine gun. Moving on to section 2, the barbell strategy. Now, to really get why that tracker looks the way it does, we kind of have to peek at the underlying architectural blueprint. This right here is the secret sauce making these all-time highs possible. It's a literal masterclass in a barbell strategy. On one side of the barbell, we have our AI fortress, making up roughly 64.7% of the portfolio. These are the big guns, the bleeding-edge AI infrastructure plays. And then on the other side, balancing the whole thing out, is our crypto engine at 35.3%. This is our heavy-hitting crypto exposure, which includes miners, trusts, and those leverage plays. For all of you who love the hard data, let's break down the exact numbers. Our big tech and AI sovereignty theme, so that includes AMD, Amazon, Meta, Google, ServiceNow, and Cerebras, totals an impressive $169,649 and change. Think of that as our institutional tech moat. Then we have our crypto core and infrastructure sitting at 30.2%, or roughly $79,000. And finally, we've got our leveraged crypto, adding that high beta punch to maximize upside at just over 5%, which comes out to about $13,290. We are perfectly balancing those stable, large-cap tech moats against highly volatile digital assets. It's beautiful. Which brings us to section 3, AMD, the portfolio hero. Let's be real for a second. You simply cannot hit an all-time high without a massive breakout star. So let's zoom in heavily on our biggest mover since the last update. Advanced Micro Devices basically went parabolic this month. I mean, it's an absolute monster of a move. At the start of May, it was sitting right around $360. Today, it officially crossed that $500 mark, sitting at a staggering $503.89. And this just brilliantly illustrates the power of catalysts in the AI space. So what actually caused this surge? Well, first, we had a stellar earnings beat. Second, there was this incredible forecast on data center chip demand. But the real match in the powder barrel? That was CEO Lisa Su in Taiwan confirming the 2-nanometer Venice EPYCP ramp. That update completely, and I mean completely, lit a fire under the stock. So let's look at what this means for us in practical terms. We're holding exactly 100 shares of AMD. Right now, those 100 shares are single-handedly carrying a ton of alpha for this portfolio. At a total value of over $50,000, AMD represents our single largest high-conviction bet, making up a massive 19.22% of the entire portfolio. This is the ultimate validation for keeping AMD as our top fortress holding. It absolutely wears the crown right now. All right, shifting gears to section 4. The crypto crab market. Now, as much as we love the wins, it hasn't all been fireworks and parabolic charts. We need to talk about the other side of the barbell, because I know half of this portfolio is directly validating some of your current frustrations with the market. Welcome to the crypto crab market. It's a highly technical financial term, kidding, mostly, for when Bitcoin and Solana flatline and just move sideways like a crab. It's a boring, super low volatility environment that is definitely testing everyone's patience right now. We've got all this high-octane AI growth happening, and meanwhile, our digital assets are essentially taking a nap. This sideways movement is especially frustrating when we look at our aggressive boosters, the leveraged plays. We've got MSTU at 1.19%, BITU at 2.52%, and SALT at 1.36%. When crypto moves sideways, these high beta leveraged assets don't just sit still peacefully, they kind of grind in place or even suffer minor decay. And watching these bleed slightly while AMD shoots to the moon, yeah, it makes the contrast feel incredibly sharp. But that leads perfectly into Section 5, why the strategy works. Before you get discouraged by the crypto lag, let's bring this narrative full circle. We really need to move from this current stagnation into a crucial lesson on overarching portfolio mechanics. The absolutely crucial point is this. Historically, this is exactly how the barbell strategy is designed to work. It's literally built for these exact moments. When the highly volatile crypto engine takes a breather and flatlines, the heavy-hitting institutional AI infrastructure engine picks up the slack and drives the portfolio to all-time highs. It's like a built-in shock absorber that keeps our overall momentum moving up and to the right, even when half the market is fast asleep. Which leaves us with one final very exciting thought to wrap up today's explainer. We just hit an incredible $262,000 all-time high with our crypto assets barely moving. So ask yourself, when that low volatility crab market finally ends, when Bitcoin and Solana break out and the crypto engine wakes up to join the AI rally, will your portfolio be ready for what happens next? Thanks so much for joining me today. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss out, and I will see you on the next update.